You're listening to the Pittsburgh Piledriver. What the hell is that? Podcast.
Hi, everybody. It's the Pittsburgh Piledriver Podcast. We haven't been here for a while because we hate you and don't give a crap if you listen and generally just hope your, grandmother poops her pants because we think that would be funny. Ha 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 ha! Heel it up time. It's time for heels. Don't even bother to try and interrupt me. I heard you breathing like you were going to say something. I knew it was coming. One of these freaking shutter clowns on this show is going to be all butt clenched. Ransom does not represent the gender of the Pittsburgh. Oh, shut up. It's jokes. These
Grandma
people can
poop
take a joke.
pants.
Can't you people take a joke? If you can't, learn how to joke. And, that's the way it's going to be. I'm angry tonight. I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm salty. And everyone is in my crosshairs except for Beef because he's my great love and I will protect him like I protect a teddy bear that I've had since I've been fucking fireworks. Two. Yeah, that's right. Fireworks. Because why not? Isn't it the 4th of July time? Hey, everybody, let's get started. We have a lot to go through tonight. There's many picks and many things and no time for me to be just jibber jabbering on. Poot the Part is here. Beef the Legend is here. I am Ransom the Madman. If you can't already tell, get out of my face, bug. I'm here. Tiger Bomb Tom's here. He's the cruiserweight champ. Probably not after this weekend. So suck it easy, Tom. And we hope he loses. And I hope Beef wins. And that's it. So let's get into some picks there, bitches.
Very succinct and accurate.
I tell you, the one time I'm ready for people to speak, no, it's just dead silence. But anytime I need to say something, it's just jibber jabber, jibber jabber, jabber jibber jibber jabber.
I started talking. I'm here for you, Ransom.
8 years later, you did.
Eight years later.
Don't justify your handsomeness to me, you red bastard.
You red bastard.
Very, very crabby.
All right,
yeah, man.
Well, what do you say we hand it over to the picks master? Beef, let's get on it because we got a shit ton to pick.
Somebody else read the Wikipedia.
No.
Clash of the
Which
Castle
one?
is first. Clash of the Castle.
Clash.
You want Clash of the Castle. All right.
I want Clash of the Castle.
Clash of the Crashel.
All right. 6 matches for Clash of the Castle in no particular order, or at least according to the Wikipedia order, not necessarily in the order that we're picking them. First match, we got Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. We got Liv Morgan versus Shayna Baszler for the SmackDown Women's Championship. We got Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka versus Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. Just a 6-woman tag match. We got Matt Riddle, which is, yes, Matt Riddle. He has his first name back, and I'm happy for that. Versus Seth freaking Rollins in a regular singles match. We got Walter. I refuse to call him by his dumb slave name that he's currently going under. With Ludwig Kaiser. Is that Marcel Bartel? Yeah. We got fucking Walter and with Marcel Bartel versus Sheamus with fucking dumbass henchmen with stupid names. It's an Intercontinental Championship match. Walter being your current champion. And then we got a tag team match. Edge and Rey Mysterio with fucking little Mysterio Jr. in the corner, cheerleading them on versus the Judgment Day, composed of Finn Balor and Damian Priest with Rhea Ripley alongside them. That is Clash of the Castle.
There you go. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate it, my man. All right, so 6 points are up for grab. 1 through 6, you boys know the drill. We're starting with Edge and Rey Mysterio versus the Judgment Day. Champ, you lead us off. Or rather, you get to choose whether you defer or not. It's up to you.
I'm in a foul mood today, as it is, as you well know.
Champ.
Anyways, as Beef knows, before the other two came in here, I'm in a foul mood, so I don't feel like doing shit. So, fighting champ spirit there, Poot cheerleader, you go first.
All right.
Ah,
All right, that'll be fine. It's absolutely going to be the Mysterios. It's going to be the Mysterios and Edge.
I mean, it's only one Mysterio with Edge, but okay.
Well,
how
yes,
many?
both of the Rays.
Mysterios, they're all homogenizing to one big clump. I'm going to put 3 points on this, and I'm going to say it's going to be Mysterio Edge.
All right, that means Ransom, you're next.
Uh-oh, I just took a bite of my dinner.
Oh, what are you having?
Something that is going to require a sphincter transplant when it comes out the other end because it is too spicy.
Fair enough.
I also like how you're
decision.
having ginger.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Mouthful
yeah,
of
man.
ginger.
How dare you? You know. Oh, boy. I gotta pick the Edge Stereos for 2. They're, again, I get it. Like, Edge is here. Whoop-de-doo. It's a good thing that Dominic's not wrestling because he's abysmal. But why bother forming this faction of young guys and gal to continuously poop on them? I hate it. I hate everything about it. You know what, though? This is like the first one where like Triple H has like really already been heavy-handing things. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to do Judgment Day for 2 because in a just world, they should win against these 2 old bags.
Yeah.
The Halls of Justice are painted green, though, so. Tom!
What does that even mean?
Money talking, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Judgment Day for 1 point.
I am picking J-Day as well because they need a fucking win. Like, whoa. Fucking Edge doesn't need to win. Mysterio doesn't need to win. Judgment Day needs to win. Plus, Finn Balor is part of it. We all know how much Triple H loves Finn Balor.
Well,
I think that this is the time.
It looks like accidentally this is going to be my outside pick.
Dear Lord,
I mean,
Finn Balor might actually have a chance of regaining one of the world titles now that Triple H is in charge.
we'll see. Well, you know, I don't want to jump the gun here,
Come on, jump it.
but I feel like change might be in the wind.
Jump to start.
Hop.
1 point. One point. I'm putting J-Day. All right. Gunther versus Ludwig Kaiser versus Sheamus with the Brawling Brutes, Butch and Ridge Holland. Man, Butch is such a dumb fucking name. Boy, do I fucking hate the name Butch.
If there is any justice in this fucking world, he will go back to being Pete Dunne.
Amen. Ransom, start us off here.
Is this a triple threat match?
No, sir. One-on-one.
This is just Gunther with and
yes, versus Sheamus with.
Freaking McTater-face white guy with. Okay, got it. It's all right. I can say it. I'm Irish. I can say it. It's fine. These are my people. That's my word. Get over it.
I will. My word.
Yes.
I will point out. Sheamus has held every title in the WWE, but the Intercontinental title.
Look at that. He's trying to sway you.
Sheamus is from the UK.
Isn't Walter also?
Yes, but
I mean, technically he's from
Germany.
Germany.
Like Sheamus, yeah, but no, he's from Austria.
Is Austria not part of the? Oh, that's European Union, not UK.
Right, exactly. So technically, Sheamus would be a hometown favorite, but it wouldn't surprise me if Walter's got a big fan base there too.
So, this one's tough. This one's tough though because wasn't like long ago, and I don't know, maybe still a thing. Like, wasn't like Sheamus Triple H's boy? Like, didn't they do a lot of working out together?
Yes.
And like they were like real tight. So
yes.
They were, but I don't know if I think Triple H might. Yeah, he wants to push the people who deserve it, but I think we're past the point of just going, you were my lifting buddy. Here's all the titles, McGurr.
See, you know what? I think you're right. Like that's exactly my line of thinking, because even though Sheamus and Triple H were like workout bros and all that and whatnot, I feel like in the era of D-Generation X, isn't that the funniest thing ever? Triple H and Shawn Michaels pretty much leading the creative helm. That's the funniest thing ever. Anyway,
They finally took over the entire fucking thing.
Right? This is
Right?
this is what this has been building to.
where
big long
is
angle.
the DX podium? Like, bring that back out and let them like address the. Okay, anyway, that's tangent. In any case, I think in the DX creative era, I think you'll see less. This is my guy. Yeah, give them a big push, and more of, oh, this guy is super talented. They have a lot to offer. Let's push them. That's my hope. So, in saying that and in hoping that, I'm going to go with Gunther because I know Sheamus has never had the Intercontinental title, and that's the only one he hasn't had, but he doesn't need it. At this juncture, he doesn't deserve it. Like, he doesn't deserve it because, like, there's other people that can have it. Sheamus has been to the top of the mountain. He doesn't need more gold just to say that he has it. So I'm probably going to be dead wrong on this. But let's say Gunther for 3.
All right. Gunther for 3. Appreciate it. Tom.
I'm also going with Gunther, but I'm going to put 5 points on it.
Damn. At this point,
All right.
At this point, I don't care about the name Walter. Yes, it was a cool ass name. I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I will lose sleep if he doesn't get his music back, man. That music was absolutely fucking iconic. And
There's no reason to not have it because it's
No
not
reason.
copyrighted.
no fucking reason.
I have a feeling he'll get his music back.
Man,
just-
it would
just
be a
wait.
huge fucking pop at that stadium if the but hit. You know, I mean, it'd be a big fucking deal. I feel.
Oh, by the way, what day is Clash of the Castle? Is it this Saturday?
My dude. Yes, sir. And I'm actually going to be missing it because I'm going to be watching the Buckeye game. Although I might have an ear on it. We'll see.
What time does it go on? Because
Oh, Lord. Now you're just asking me to make magic happen.
I think pre-show's at 6, the show's at 7,
okay.
or maybe 7 and 8. It's in the normal time frame. I also will be
Yes.
missing it because I got a show.
Oh, man. Hold on. I'm picking now. Do I want Brandon Cooks? I might want Brandon Cooks. Nah, I'll take Brandon Cooks. Gunther, 6 points. No reason to have Shaman win.
The Shaman.
Hold up. Did he say
Shaman?
Shaman? Is Papa Shango here?
Sheamus?
Shaman.
Shaman?
Shaman.
Sorry,
Those
you-
are two
Papa Shango.
wildly
You-
different things. One is a very white Irish dude, and the other is the exact opposite pigment.
So for our listeners at home, I am splitting my attention at this moment between picking this show and picking a fantasy team. I think I'm going to do both very poorly. So
That sounds like a you
strap
problem.
in. Strap in.
I'm here for it. I
Uh,
think you can do it. I think you can kill it.
I'm not doing well. I'm
Hashtag
not doing
Mike Smith.
well.
Let's go. Let's go. Beef. You can do it.
Poot, who do you have in Gunther
And-
versus Sheamus?
Also, damn you, Beef, because my 6 was going to be on Gunther as well.
It
there-
still can
Really?
be.
There's-
Wow.
Yeah, there's no reason to take the belt off him. You want to legitimize that IC belt again, keep it on him and let him run with it. And then after he holds that belt for an inordinate long time, make a big fuss out of it.
It's easy for you to say.
Yeah. That's
I'm
that's
shocked
all.
you guys are going with 6. Holy
Yeah, man.
boobs.
Yep.
Yeah, man. That's how we roll.
Lean into
Wow.
it.
I mean, yeah, man. Like if Sheamus wins, I won't be shocked.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But honestly, I just feel like Gunther, Walter, whatever you want to call him, has done a lot to be like the guy in WWE. He has changed his complete self to be molded into what Vince McMahon thought was a superstar. And I'm sure that Triple H, is like, fuck, look at this guy. He came in looking like a jar of Play-Doh that could smack somebody's eyeballs through the moon. Now he looks like a fucking brick shithouse. What the? He could probably fucking suplex Thanos, man. So Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely no reason to fucking bury Gunther here, and I think it would be a burial. Honestly, I really do. Wouldn't surprise me if things get fucky with all the entourage interference, but I hope not. This could absolutely be the hardest hitting match of the weekend. That includes a match with Tomohiro Ishii and Eddie Kingston.
So everybody has picked already, correct?
That is correct. We're moving on.
Yeah, I have one quick thing. If Sheamus wins,
quick things.
No.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If Sheamus wins, I'm calling it right now. He's a transitional champion, and Sami Zayn is the next one to get that title. You watch.
I mean, wouldn't Walter be a transitional champion at this point if he lost? Moving
How
on.
long has he had it? He's had it for a while, though, right?
No. Maybe like 2 months, maybe 2 months, if that.
Oh, shit, damn. I didn't realize it was.
I thought it was longer than that,
close.
but
No, it just feels like it because he fucking. It just feels like it because he's fucking oozing prestige with it, man.
But then there's no earthly reason for him to lose it. There's
zero.
No.
All right. Moving right along, Matt Riddle. I'm so happy to say this versus Seth Rollins. The Wikipedia still has it listed as Seth freaking Rollins, but on Monday Night Raw, his little name thing underneath his interview when he was doing the interview with Matt Riddle, which was very spicy and very entertaining. It said Seth Rollins. So maybe they're taking the freaking out of Seth Rollins. Maybe. Regardless. Yes. No. I'm just happy about the name change. Both of them.
No, I agree, and I wouldn't have a problem with like if Seth is doing a promo and he's on fire to refer to himself, as Seth freaking Rollins, like that's fine. But I don't think it needs to be like on the nameplate. I don't think the announcers have to say Seth freaking Rollins every time they say his name.
It's the big dog.
Yeah, like it's fine to throw that in there for emphasis, but like they went overboard with it.
Yeah.
It became part of his name, like that was just what his parents named him.
Yeah. That was damn.
Anyway, so Matt Riddle versus Seth Rollins. Tom, you are first. What here?
What?
Do it.
What?
You've been visiting Sandra's dealer?
Jesus.
I told you, I'm all over the place tonight. It's fine.
That's one fine. Spicy burn.
All right. I'm gonna go with.
I'm out of water.
Let's see. Oh man. I'm gonna go with Matt Riddle for 2 points.
Damn it, Tom.
All right, Tom. Okay, Tom. Okay. I'm going the other way. Seth Rollins. My man needs a win. After losing to Cody the whole rest of the freaking year, Seth Rollins needs to win to kind of look better so that whenever Cody comes back, he can lose to him again. In all serious though, like I think Rollins needs to win. I don't think a loss would hurt Riddle. I'm not super confident on this, but I'm picking Rollins 4 points.
That seems pretty freaking confident to me.
Yeah.
Even like Seth freaking Rollins confident.
Yeah, damn it. God damn it, Poot. Get out of my fucking head.
Sorry, buddy. I'm there. Sorry. I live there now.
Yeah.
All right, so
I feel sorry for you.
Would it be?
I'm sorry. Yeah, you Poot. Sorry.
Me. I'm actually gonna agree with Beef, but I don't feel nearly as confident. I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins for 1, because again, I agree he does need a win, and I think this would just help with Matt Riddle's like kind of like a transition of his character, if that makes sense. I think it would be good for him to like make him more serious, get away from that overly stonery thing that, he had been rolling into. Give him a little bit more of an edge. Make him a little bit more of a badass again, because he deserves to be, for God's sake. So I think this will benefit both parties. It'll give Seth Rollins a win, and it'll also put Matt Riddle, put a bigger chip on his shoulder in kayfabe.
And so you are saying Rollins 1 point, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ransom.
I'm gonna do Rollins for onesies. Wait a minute. Gross. Did I pick one yet already?
Yes. Wait.
Well,
yeah.
balls. What?
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Rollins is your one.
Oh, goody gumdrops. Let's do Rollins for one. Riddle is a fun dude that everybody loves. So Matt Riddle can eat a pin. And not only that, if they were smart, and nowadays I think that they are, Seth Rollins is the swarmiest, slimiest D-bag heel ever. So he should win by doing something slimy, swarmy. And that's how he should pick up the victory. So it doesn't make Riddle look weak. The crowd's still behind Riddle. The crowd's still behind Matt Riddle. They still love him. He doesn't look weak because Rollins did the, slime ball heel, somehow got a victory, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, not a clean pin. End of speech, Ron Swanson.
Yeah, man. So you're going Rollins 1 point as well, right?
Yeah, baby.
Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka versus Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. Shit, this is me picking, huh? Yeah, this is a tough one. I am picking Bayley, Sky, and Kai. Sky and Kai. Kai and Sky? For 2 points.
Kai and Kai.
2 points. I gotta believe that Alexa or Asuka can eat that pin without looking too bad. And I mean, with them not winning the tag titles on Raw, which was shocking, I think they need a big victory here.
Gross.
So I'm picking Kai and Sky and Bayley for 2.
Ooh.
Poot?
Yet again, Beef, you and I agree. I was gonna go with Team Healy McHeel for 2 points. I think with them still being fresh of being together and giving them some stronger legitimacy. Again, I think because we're in a big rebuilding phase right now with WWE, aren't we? We're in a huge rebuilding phase. So I mean, compared to the past couple years, really think about it. Give it credit where credit's due. So you need to kind of ramp it up. And you need to okay, we put these people together. We want to make them actual legitimate threats. We want to make them a legitimate fixture. Let's give them a big win. And I think this is a way to do it. So I'm going to go Team Healy McHeel face for 2 points.
All right. Okay, Poot. Okay, Poot. All right, Poot. Okay. Ransom, who you got?
He say heel face? Heel
Healy
face? Is that...
Healy McHeely
I know
face?
what he said. How dare you verify my findings? What day is it? Yeah, Team Bayley, because this is they just came back. Make them look like they came back and deserve to be back and are happy to be back and are kicking ass being back.
I'm shocked that they didn't win. I'm shocked that they didn't win the tag team titles. I thought for sure that they were going to grab him. That they were going to put the titles on them. But oh man, Lee Corso looks like a fucking ghoul. So I'm shocked. So I'm 100% in agreement with you two. They absolutely need to win. But I'm sorry, Ransom, I stepped on your feet. Go ahead.
No, that's all right. But no, I agree. They need to win. Make them look strong. Did Io Sky used to be Io Shirai?
Yes.
Why is she now flying so high?
Because she's the genius of the sky.
Okay, so because
I was going to say I don't know why, but
yeah, rhyme it.
I think by and by we'll find out.
That's enough. Put it away.
To die?
No.
I don't know.
All right. Listen, we're not turning this into a James Bond movie. They need to win, and Lord knows Asuka has lost her fair share of everything, and is still doing stuff. I mean, like, hasn't she lost to Charlotte Flair at least 4 billion times by now?
I mean, everybody has.
So yeah, so what's the? I mean, who cares? Like, she was undefeated in NXT, shows up on the main roster, and just gets the plastic pile driver from old, Barbie McGooch. So fuck them. I'm out.
So how many points you putting on Bailey and Co?
Oh, I don't know. What did I say?
I don't remember.
You should have been paying attention. So mark it 0. You're over the line, Smokey. Whatever my next lowest point thing is. 4?
That would be 4. Yes, sir.
4? Yeah, let's go with 4.
Tom, who you got?
Choppy, your PP. It's Bailey and Kai and Sky for 4 points.
Wow, you're really throwing back to one of the better parts of the Attitude Era, aren't you?
Yep.
Now Venus, baby. Should have been the first Universal Champion.
Welcome to Hot Takes with Ransom, everybody.
Okay, Ransom, thank you for actually making me laugh and smile, for even if it was just for a moment.
Yes.
Hear yourself, Val Venus, Universal Champion. Liv Baylor. My God, Liv
Yes,
Morgan.
what?
I'm just
There
trying
we
to
go.
That
trying
was
to
a
combine
James
everything.
Bond movie. Live and let Baszler.
Oh
Liv
my God.
Morgan.
I want to hear that version of that song. Ransom, get on it.
Oh,
Fuck
Working on
me.
it.
Liv Morgan defends her SmackDown Women's Championship against Shayna Baszler. Poot.
Okay.
You just really hurt my musical heart.
I loved it.
All right,
I'm here for it.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going Shayna
Do it.
Baszler for 4.
Lord have mercy.
Wow.
Shit. So, Poot, I feel like we always have these discussions. We're like,
What?
I'm gonna get weird with it, and we're like, but Poot, if you don't get weird with it, you won't have to come back from 20 points down and lose by 5.
And then I just burn it all to the ground.
You
It's
sure
fine.
fucking do. All right, well there it is. Baszler for 4. Ransom, who you got?
Well, it's-
I don't know what's happening here.
I don't either, man.
Freaking bungo.
Look, I'm with Poot.
Kayfabe break. There it is.
Half a break.
Wow.
yeah, it was
we
half a
haven't had
break. It was half a kayfabe
We haven't
break.
we have not had a kayfabe break in, good Lord, a long ass time.
We were overdue.
If
Listen,
if you don't-
kayfabe's dead, and so is my spirit. Let's do
If you
this.
don't count old Bardzilla there calling me Alec Ransom, since that's been dead for 8 years, yet we're still drumming that old ship up. What were we even talking about? Were you
I was
listening to
pissed.
Beef's story? I was
You're pissed?
bowling.
I was bowling.
Bowling.
No, it's
Look,
Liz.
I know what it is. I remember.
Okay, take it easy, man.
Like
Think
I
of your
get it.
heart blood.
Shut up! I'm ready to go. You know what? Lord, take me now. I'm coming, Ben. I'm coming.
Oh, this has
Um,
been a fantastic episode so far.
It is not. It's just the worst day.
I've missed you, fuckers.
It's a terrible time to be alive. What are we talking about? Oh, stop it! I'm trying to remember. My memory is old. Look, I'm with Poot. Like, I really am. Shayna Baszler has had this coming for God knows how long. They have put her with dumb dumpster fires and put her in situations that are far below someone of her caliber and quality. This woman should have been women's champion for a long time ago. The only downside to that is Liv Morgan seemingly just got her hands on it. So I don't know that they're going to take the belt off of Liv Morgan this soon. I was ecstatic when Liv Morgan won it. I won't be devastated if she loses it, especially to Shayna Baszler, because God knows Shayna Baszler is deserving of it. But I just don't know if I have the confidence to say that they're going to pull that trigger yet. I mean, she's got to be next in line. If there is any justice in the world, Sid Justice, Shayna Baszler will be next in line for that women's title. Screw that plasticky pile of kiss ass. Io Shirai for no wait. What's it? Who is it?
Liv Morgan.
Come on, Liv Morgan for 5 points.
Thomasy.
Liv Morgan, 3 points. This really could go either way, so middle of the road points, middle of the road pick.
I'm sorry, you said Liv for 3?
Yeah, Liv. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Liv for 3.
Yeah, I want very badly. I want Vera Bradley. To pick Baszler.
Do it.
I feel like Triple H recognizes her fucking potential.
Yeah.
And like we know that he's got a hard on for people in leather coats. So I mean, that's Shayna Baszler to a T.
Yeah.
I just can't, because I think that they understand how important Liv is right now.
They need to legitimize her because she's had some.
Yes.
She's had a couple
stinky.
Yeah, a questionable win, questionable defense. It's
How big of a deal though would it be if Baszler won and then Rousey challenged Baszler? Like, how good of a match would that be?
Honestly,
that was exactly my thought for this, by the way.
In a perfect world, Rousey shows up before the match, snaps Liv Morgan's arm, and Baszler just picks up the crumbs.
Do it.
I'm not going to. I'm going to pick Liv Morgan because I'm smart.
No!
And I have a brain. Not that Poot's not smart. I like Poot playing the angles.
But I'm a sweet summer child. Like, we all know this.
You are a sweet summer child. No! Liv Morgan for 5 points because, like Tom said, man, she was the fan darling. She was the internet darling for the better part of a year, and then they finally gave her just desserts, and they gave her some really shitty fucking title defenses, back to back to back. So I mean, she's got to get a good one here. I think they're gonna make her look really good against Baszler. I think Baszler has time, so But yeah, I think right now it's Liv's time to live. So 5 points, Liv Morgan. The tribal chief, acknowledge him, defends against Drew McIntyre, because I think on Saturday we all dream in broken dreams. That's right. I'm a mark for that song.
I love that song.
If it comes back, I think it will be tremendous. I think it'll be a huge pop. And well, I'm not going to tell you guys what I think just yet. Who's up?
I was going to say,
Ransom's
why about the music? Why the importance of the music? Do you think they're going to bring that theme back or something?
I mean, he's been teasing it.
Really?
Over socials here. So yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So Ransom, make your pick, good sir. Reigns versus not versus Heyman, versus McIntyre, and this will be your 6-pointer.
Look. Can we stop? Can we stop it, Drew McIntyre? I get it. You're going to bring back an old theme. That's fire. Goody. I get it. We're in the UK, so hey, win in whatever country we're in. Put that countryman in the title hunt. You hear me, Jinder Mahal? Huh? Where you been?
No.
Fucking nowhere. Fucking nowhere. Wrap it up. Get out. The whole wrap it up thing, that was a racist joke. Come on, pay attention. All the time. No, don't all write me. It's a joke. It's not meant to be taken seriously, you mook. Every time it's in one of these places, It's the hometown, home countryman in the title hunt because reasons. Because we want a big pop. Because the UK's own McShamus. Oh, Drew McIntyre. Fuck off. Drew McIntyre's been done to death. Stop it. Move on to somebody else. Drew McIntyre should not win this title. Gross. There's no justification for it. If it happens, I'm out. I quit the WWE, bring back Vince McMahon and all his hoes aboard the hoe train. Because if you're going to throw Sheamus, if he's going to be the one to do the dethroning, this entire Roman Reigns thing was a wasted exercise. Stop it. Roman Reigns, 6 points.
Alrighty. Tom, this would be your 6-pointer as well.
Lol, Roman wins.
No. It used to be that. When Roman Reigns, shut up, listen. When Roman Reigns was this John Cena 2.0, it was lol, Roman wins. Now, Roman Reigns should be winning. This is when Roman Reigns should be winning. He should be tearing through people. And it should be hell yeah, Roman wins. Because this isn't a John Cena 2.0. They're not trying to push the next Marine, the next Superman, like, oh, look at my bulletproof vest. It ain't what it is, fucker. Nah, man, Roman Reigns has come so freaking far and is doing so much better than he was as John Cena 2.0. I am completely on board with Roman Reigns wins. Because at this juncture, he should not lose unless he's losing to the next big guy that's coming along. Not like big size-wise, but like the next megastar that's coming along. You acknowledge that some bitch.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna
To me,
extrapolate much upon that. I will just back up Ransom and say that I absolutely
back it up, baby. Let's do it.
Absolutely, it needs to be Roman Reigns. 3 points. I like Drew McIntyre as much as the next guy, but yeah, man, this is a big deal. Whoever beats him for that title has to be a big deal. Whether it be Karrion Kross, whether it be Cody Rhodes, whether they split the titles, I don't care.
I think you're putting the cart before the horse on the Karrion Kross thing. I like him, but he's got to get a little bit of time. Cody seems like the one that it's going to happen with.
Regardless of who it is, I think that it can't be Drew McIntyre because as big of a pop as it might be Jericho, as big of a pop as it would be for him to get this victory, I just don't think
that's where
going to happen.
That pop is born and dies in the UK that night. Because when he comes back, nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to give two shits about Drew McIntyre. He might have a little woo, and then as weeks go on, it'll just trickle into, oh, that's right, this already happened. And we didn't care then, and we don't care now. What did you do to Roman Reigns? Like, don't ruin Roman Reigns' streak that he's on for one big pop on one big night. Don't do it.
Exactly.
Get him, boys.
Exactly. I think this is going to be much of the same. I think that this is going to be Roman Reigns winning by having help. I think it's going to be shitty, and that's how it needs to be. At the end of the day, he's the tribal chief. Acknowledge him. Roman Reigns, 3 points. Poot, for your 5-pointer, what do you got?
Poot.
Oh, it's absolutely Roman. It can't be McIntyre. We had that experiment. It's done. And, yeah, Roman's going to keep going. Like Beef said, whoever beats him has to be a big deal. And I'm sorry, McIntyre's just not it.
Yeah, man. So, all right. Well, there you go.
Just silence. Yeah, okay.
Jericho. Calling it now. It's going to be Jericho or Punk.
Oh, that'd be great. MJF shows up.
Oh, dude.
There
Punk
you go.
will never step foot in WWE ever.
No, he
again.
won't. He won't.
There is zero chance of that happening. But, okay. So there's Clash of the Castle. We all like Reigns. we're all pretty similar along the way. There's just enough to make it spicy.
Just a little bit of dissension in the ranks.
Now then, there's All Out, which is 14 fucking matches. So, Tom, you want to do the or Poot or
I got it.
Ransom can. Okay, thanks, Tom.
I have it pulled up. I'm ready to go. All right. So this is going straight down the list on Wikipedia, and I assume probably the order that we're picking in. I don't know unless Beef decides differently. Here we go. Singles match: Tomohiro Ishii versus Eddie Kingston. Next one is a singles match for the AEW All Atlantic Championship. You got the Bastard Pac, who is your current champion, versus Kip Sabian. Your next match is a singles match for the FTW Championship. And current champion is Hook, and he's taking on Angelo Parker. Let's see. Next one is Bryan Danielson versus...
By the way, not to jump in there, those three matches are the pre-show. Those are on the 0 hour, so...
Yeah. All right. Next one is Bryan Danielson versus Chris Jericho in a singles match. Next one is a 4-way match for the interim AEW Women's World Championship, which I'm sorry, I hate the fucking idea of an interim title. Listen, vacate it and then fucking hold a tournament or something like that, and then let the champion get first dibs on a rematch whenever they come back. I hate the idea of the interim championship. It's
agreed.
The interim thing is going to be something that you look back on years later for AEW and be like, wow, they fucked that one up.
Don't. So just do it. Just input here. I don't feel it's a big deal because sports like UFC have interim titles all the time.
This man.
If you and I mean very clearly, AEW is trying to differentiate themselves from being an entertainment into a sport. So I believe I'm fine with this. I really feel like this is okay. But go on, Tom.
That's just one man's opinion.
It is.
And in any case, 4-way match for the interim AEW Women's World Championship. You got Tony Storm versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus Jamie Hayter versus Hikaru Shida. Your next match is a 6-man tag team match. House of Black, which is Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews, versus Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro. Let's see. Singles match for the AEW TBS Championship. Jade Cargill versus Athena. You got a singles match between Jungle Boy and Christian Cage. Yeah, six-man tag team match between Wardlow and FTR versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns, which are Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley. You got a casino ladder match. Winner receives a future AEW World Championship match. We've got Claudio Castagnoli, a.k.a. Cesaro, for those of you who aren't in the loop.
Hashtag slave name.
Huh?
Hashtag slave name.
Yeah, that. Claudio Castagnoli versus Wheeler Yuta versus Penta El Zero Miedo versus Rey Fenix versus Rush versus... now, is that Rush or Rush?
Rush. You said it right.
Okay, thank you. I was like, is that Rush from like Ring of Honor? Yeah, that's Rush. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Versus Rush versus Andrade El Idolo versus Dante Martin versus Ransom's favorite competitor, to be determined. Let's see. Swerve in Our Glory, which is Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland in a AEW Tag Team Championship match versus the Acclaimed. Swerve in Our Glory, your current champions. Ricky Starks versus Powerhouse Hobbs in a singles match. We have the finals, the tournament finals for the inaugural AEW World Trios Championship. It is going to be the Elite, which is Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks, versus TBD. The reason that is TBD is because the finals for that is being determined as of this recording tomorrow night on Rampage, and they're the ones. It's going to be the Elite versus either the Dark Order or the Best Friends. Dark Order is going to be Alex Reynolds and John Silver and Hangman Adam Page. Best Friends is Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, and Trent Beretta. So one of those two teams is going to face the Elite in the finals for that World Trios title. And then, of course, your main event, Jon Moxley versus CM Punk for the AEW World Championship. Moxley, the champion, after squashing Punk in glorious fashion. Sorry, Beef. Much to the surprise, I'm sure, of many. So that is the all-out card. Beef.
Are we picking NXT too?
No.
Oh wait, yeah. Is that our NXT going on?
There is. NXT Worlds Collide is it looks like a really good card. NXT is gonna have to prove that they're gonna be okay before we start taking them seriously again, but they are on my radar.
Okay, so we're not. I wanted to be sure. All right, so we're not doing them.
When is that show?
Just yet.
Yeah, when is
Sunday?
That? Okay.
Sunday before All Out.
I thought it was Saturday before Clash at the Castle.
Nope, because it's in Florida, not in Europe.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. So Tom, you are the champion, so you get champion's prerogative. You get to go first, or name your competitor.
I am gonna go ahead and lead it off. And are we picking straight down the list?
Yeah, we're gonna start with Tomohiro Ishii versus Eddie Kingston.
All right. Let's see. I'm going with Eddie Kingston. I just don't know how many points I want to put on it. Let me think. Yeah. Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves while I figure out my points. I'm picking Eddie Kingston regardless.
So I once knew this guy, and now keep in mind, it was a guy, and generally, I like the ladies, but this guy, let me tell you.
Eddie Kingston for 7 points. There you go.
Oh, man, it was going to be a good one.
Are you listening to the news story?
Well, you know what? Now that's just going to have to be lost to the ether. It's a cliffhanger. Find out more on the next episode.
There you go. See, that's how you reel them in.
I am picking Eddie Kingston.
On the
11 points.
Holy crap!
I like Tomohiro Ishii a lot. I think that this is going to be an incredible match. I think it's going to be a great match to start the fucking show, and it's going to be hot. The crowd's going to love it. It's going to be hard-hitting. But Eddie Kingston, I think, needs to win at this point, even though he got in a backstage kerfuffle with Sammy Guevara. I believe that Eddie Kingston will win. Go on!
Guevara?
Eddie...
Sounds like the...
Eddie Kingston, 11 points. Poop, what do you got?
Tempura.
I don't know. I'm just enjoying the Ransom
Richie
giggles.
Tambora, what? Poot!
I'm just enjoying the Ransom giggles.
Where's Poot?
I'm gonna one up you, Beast.
Did we lose him?
He's fired. Ransom, what do you got?
I'm not fired. Calm down, you dum-dums. I was enjoying the Ransom giggles.
Oh,
they're
boy,
just so good.
I was afraid we lost Poot to the Sandman again.
No, you didn't lose Poot to the Sandman.
Or to the bathroom. Either way.
Well, the beer and bathroom store is always open.
Well.
I'm gonna.
I love it.
Poot's impression of himself.
Yeah, right.
I almost pooped my pants.
Who else can do an impression of me better than me?
That's a good point.
Are you guys all right? You gonna survive?
Man. No.
I
don't know.
All right.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm gonna one up
much
Beef.
phlegm.
I'm gonna one up Beef, and I'm gonna say Eddie Kingston for 12.
What's the total?
14 points available.
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm betting the farm early on Eddie Kingston. He needs a really super strong win again. He goes too long between like really keynote victories. And I think, as Beef said, this fight with Tomohiro Ishii is going to be ridiculous. And I think Kingston coming out on top is really going to do him a lot of good.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was like, it was, wow. And then just silence. I'm like, what?
Ransom?
All right. Well, you know what? I won't be bested by the likes of you two. So you can both suck on my very average, if that, genitalia, and I'm going to pick Eddie Kingston for 400 points. 14 points.
That's what I heard. Also, you're not average at all, Ransom. I want you to know that. There is nothing about you that is average.
When
Moving
I'm
right
inside
along.
you, it seems a lot bigger, doesn't it, Beef? Yes! And my dog puked in the dryer.
Pack! Oh my god. we're on match 2 of 14. Fucking strap in. It's gonna be a thing. Pack versus Eddie, or yeah, right. Pack versus Kip Sabian.
Double duty.
Yeah, right. You never know.
Kingston versus Eddie Kingston.
You never know with Eddie Kingston. He might just fucking run out in the middle of the match and start hitting people.
Points.
You never fucking know with that guy. Pac defends the All-Atlantic title against Kip Sabian. It's my pick. My pick. The bastard. I don't think he's defended this title on TV yet. On AEW TV. Maybe one match. He's defended it on like other shows, and that's really cool. I love the gimmick. So he needs to get a win here. Pac 12 points. Pootski, what do you think?
He's a Ruski.
Oh boy. I really like what they're doing with Kip Sabian.
What the hell happened?
What?
It sounded like Poot was turned into DMX. I really like it.
Up in here.
I thought Poot went full DMX on that one. Dear Lord in heaven. Oh my God.
Ransom, that might be the whitest thing you've ever said in your life. I'm just throwing that out there.
Irish for the win.
I think with this one, this is one of the ones that I kind of like tossed up because I like Pac hasn't defended this on TV. But he's held the belt for a minute. Not like a hot minute, but a minute. But it hasn't been super prominent. I really think with like the kind of rebuilding of Kip Sabian and this new character he has going on, I think that there's a good chance that if they put the belt on him, he could run with it, especially with the new shtick he has. So I'm gonna be prudent on this one. I'm gonna say Kip Sabian for 3. I'm going to throw it out there, just Kip Sabian for 3. I think it would be a good platform, and I think Pac can take the loss.
I think you're crazy, man. I think you're out of your fucking mind.
Tell us how you really feel. Fuck.
Who do you have?
Well, not unlike the bastard Pat, who is an expert at losing, I'm going to go ahead and say the bastard Pac is going to go ahead and get tossed the old dub for win here, and I'm going to go ahead and put a hot 6er on this one because I don't know why.
The hottest of the Sixers.
Oh.
Also, if you guys can keep track of your points, like with 14 points, it's going to be tough for me to
I've already lost count.
Damn it, Ransom.
Pencil and paper.
Tom, who do you have on this one?
I've got Pac for 11 points.
I think this is analog.
Analog. Anal hog.
Yes.
Use your fancy iPhone with fucking touch screen and like keep list or whatever. I don't know. Fucking figure it out.
Sorry, my phone doesn't have buttons anymore, you Luddite.
Oh, Luddite! Oh my God! I have very seldomly heard that word used and never really used it heard correctly. Well done, sir. You Luddite, he says. Hook defends the FTW championship against Angelo Parker.
Angelo Dawkins.
Nope, Angelo Parker.
Okay.
Who the
Not-
fuck is that?
Not Daddy Magic. He's the other member of 2.0 that's not Daddy Magic.
Uh,
I
I wonder
echo
if this
Tom's
is,
sentiments right there. Who? What?
Got
you know, the part of the Jericho Appreciation Society that used to be in NXT.
Is he the one that wears the suspenders?
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
I didn't even know he wore suspenders. What the fuck? You know
What
more
the fuck
than
is
me.
his name? I don't. I know the other one is Daddy Magic. I don't remember the
Matt
other one.
Menard.
Matt Menard is Daddy Magic. I don't remember this guy's name is. Anyway, so Hook is defending the FTW title against him. I don't know if it's going to be an FTW rules match or not. I guess we'll find out. Knowing AEW, probably, because
What the fuck-
more
what the
blood.
fuck FTW rules.
Yeah. I mean, fuck the rules, pretty much.
Oh, so like a no DQ. Got it.
More or less.
Okay.
I think. Now, again, I don't remember how this was last defended in AEW, so who knows. But that's your match. Ransom, Hook, Parker, go.
I'm going with old Daddy Long Spenders there for 2 points.
Tom.
Hook for 12.
Oh.
It sounded like Ransom. It sounded like you got punched right above the dick, not in the
Right?
stomach, not in the stomach, and not in the balls. Just like right above the dick.
Right in the old Mons pubis.
What's
Yeah.
That's the only thing I took away from health class in college.
Mons pubis. You got it. You got it.
busting out luddite, busting out Mons pubis.
Right.
Wow. Look at this
Yes, I'm on
guy.
fire. I'm on fire.
Ransom has very clearly been like studying his like anatomy and biology books. Fuck,
His
I'm
what?
picking.
His what?
You want to
books?
try that again?
His
Send-
anatomy books?
Send Hook 13 points. Poot.
Anatomy.
You know what? I'm gonna go even higher than you. I'm gonna one up you again. Send Hook 14 points.
Wow.
Lord.
Sweet
Danielson.
baby rays.
Danielson versus Jericho. Tom, go.
This is where I'm gonna have a hard time picking because I don't know what's been going on. But I feel like the first 3 matches have been all pretty much really easy to pick. So this time I'm gonna pick Jericho. I'm gonna pick Jericho for 6 points.
All right. I am going B-Dry, the American Dragon, for 6 points. Poot?
See, Tom.
Toot. Oh,
Tom already picked what I was gonna do. I was gonna do Jericho for 6.
Do it.
But
Stick to your guns.
this one's a
Stick to your
really tough call. I
think whether or not Garcia gets involved is a wild card too. Like the courting of Daniel Garcia as a prospect of Blackpool Combat Club trying to steal him away from the Jericho Appreciation Society. Like I think that looms large.
is that kind of like the storyline between these two almost?
Mm-hmm. It is. That's exactly it. Like, because Daniel Garcia wrestled Brian Danielson on AEW here a couple weeks ago, and there was going to be a handshake, and then Jericho went down to the ring and like stopped it from happening, and and then they had like a thing the next week where Danielson's like, well, maybe he wants to be a pro wrestler, and Jericho's like, well, he's a sports entertainer, damn it, and that's just kind of where we're at.
Oh.
I don't know, because I considered that as well. I should go with my gut, but I'm gonna do. I'll take Amdrag for 4 points. I'll take Amdrag for 4 points because if that actually does come to fruition, then he's gonna help. Danielson win.
Ransom,
Oh man.
get out of here, Bug.
Okay. Yeah, this is not an easy one. Oh, I don't know. I keep thinking, like, do they need to add a new member to the Blackpool Combat Club, or is it kind of good where it's at? Jericho matches are always hard for me to pick because
Because he
I don't
doesn't
know.
need to go over.
Yeah, he doesn't need to go over, but people like to see him go over.
I have a theory I'll share whenever you're done.
Yeah, people like to see Jericho go over, and even as a heel, because the Jericho Appreciation Society that's still heel, right? Like that's definitely heel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like even as a heel, though, like he still gets real big reactions. But I don't know. Like I keep waffling. Does Jericho need the win over Danielson? I mean, I don't think either one of them need wins. Like they're both proven. So like as far as like needing wins, I don't think factors in to either one of them. Oh, balls. I'm gonna go Brian. What?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go Brian Danielson for 7 points.
I mean, the option is always there that it could be a no contest, could go to a draw. There is that option.
Yeah, man, could get fucky.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like I think if a match could go to but I would think that match could go to a time limit draw. But if somebody is involved as far as like, oh, well, we're trying to court this guy and we're trying to keep this guy, you would have to think that the guy in question is going to get involved somehow because that's kind of like a big part of the storyline here. I don't know.
Well, and what are the two possibilities on that? Either he swerves Danielson or he swerves Jericho. One of the two.
Right, exactly.
There's no he comes out and it's just neutral or there's whatever. Like, there's not enough. There hasn't been enough build or anything for it to just be like, oh, he comes out and accidentally fucks over Danielson or accidentally fucks over Jericho. Like, there's going to be a purpose to it.
Yeah, I feel like so my theory is I feel like I feel like Jericho is doing a long con sort of thing, teasing tension or whatever like that, and then it's gonna be like, haha, we got you all along, we had you thinking he was gonna go, but he's not, and he's part of the Jericho Appreciation Society and he's here to stay. So that's why I think Jericho gets the win.
Damn.
That's just I
yeah,
could
man.
Be really overthinking it.
I was thinking the same thing. But if it's one thing AEW doesn't do, they don't do a lot of like weird swerve booking.
Yeah.
So like usually like the conclusion is exactly what you assumed it would be. The only change of that would have been 2 weeks ago whenever Moxley beat Punk. Like that was kind of a weird situation. So
yeah. So I mean, but if there's going to be a time where they're going to do it, I mean, why not do it now? Fuck it.
Exactly. All right. Moving right along. The interim women's championship match: Toni Storm versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus Jamie Hayter versus Hikaru Shida. Is this me?
It is.
Am I?
Yeah,
oh boy.
Because I picked Jericho first.
Is this me? What? Who am I?
Tony time, baby. 7 points. With all the real life heat between Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter and Thunder Rosa, I just don't see them two getting involved with while Thunder Rosa has the title.
There's real life heat?
Yeah. Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa aren't big fans of each other.
No, not at all.
And then Thunder Rosa accidentally broke Jamie Hayter's nose on Dynamite a while back and was hiding in the bathroom.
Let's call a spade a spade. We'll put heavy air quotes around accidentally.
No, I don't think it was on purpose because I don't think Thunder Rosa was looking for that smoke.
I don't think Thunder Rosa is not the type to go into business for herself. She's a very how do I want to say? She's very proud, but also like very respectable to the business and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everyone also said that about Sexy Star, and remember where she landed.
There was a lot more going on with her though.
Yeah.
Anyway, I at the end of the day, I think it's Tony time. I think it's time for her to get, a big time title on U.S. soil, and yeah, I'm picking Tony Storm 7 points. Poot.
I am going. I was gonna say Tony time as well, and yet again, I'm gonna one up beef. I'm gonna say Tony Storm for 8.
You son of a bitch! You're out of the podcast. Ransom, go ahead.
All right,
Tony
thanks everybody.
Storm
Bye.
for 9 points.
Damn it, Ransom! You two. Form a line. Form a line. Don't do it, Tom.
Form a line.
You ready
No,
for this?
Don't
You
do
ready?
it.
You ready?
Do it.
You
I'm
ready?
ready. I'm ready.
I'm not gonna do it, but
Do it.
5 points.
Oh,
Tony Storm. 5 points on Tony Storm.
You spoiled it like milk.
Yeah, you spoiled it like milk.
Well, fucking
Oh.
enjoy that cottage cheese because I have a plan.
Gross.
The
Yeah, you're
Pittsburgh
sitting
Pile
there
Driver
mathing it
Podcast
all
Unemployment
out.
Line. The Pittsburgh Pile Driver Podcast Unemployment Line is growing this day. The House of Black, Malachi Black, Brody King, Buddy Matthews face Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro in the enemy of my enemy is my friend match. I mean, it's pretty much what it is. Like, Miro is a lone wolf. Sting basically said just that the other night. Like, hey, we don't like you, but, it's very clear that you don't like House of Black. We don't like House of Black, so let's go out there and get straight murdered together. Poot! What you got?
I really want to pick Miro, Sting, and Darby Allin, but like, because I really like Miro's shtick, being God's favorite champion. Like, I love that. I love
The
that.
Redeemer.
It's so like pompous and shitty. Like, I love it.
It's hard
But,
to pick against him.
I gotta stick with the House of Black. I like them, and I think that they need to keep rolling, especially with the introduction of the trios, like tag belts. Like,
They're out though.
yeah, well, I know, but just saying, like having it there, having a team like the House of Black, they're the perfect foil for any face team, or frankly anybody. So
I did hear, by the way, not to cut you off, but just so everybody's on the same playing field, a little birdie happened to mention that Malachi Black may have asked for his release. Now, I don't know that Tony Khan has granted anybody's release ever. So, like, and he's been very clear on saying, hey, contracts are the contracts. Like, but I don't know that we've had wrestlers like go up to him and be like, hey, can I get out of my deal? I don't know.
You always seem to have, whenever there's a pick like this, and usually when I'm going first, that you always have like some weird deep cut tidbit to just be like, actually though, like,
well, I
He's
don't
like
think
Oscar,
it would,
actually.
I don't think it would be fair for me to hold on to that until my pick, and then be like, oh, by the way, Black wants out, so I'm picking, the other team.
How long has it been since Miro came back?
A month or so, I'd say.
Then I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 points on Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back there because if they're gonna make him any kind of credible threat, that was my other thought. House of Black, they're introducing the Trios Championships. I'm like, they need to keep House of Black looking somewhat strong. But Miro came back. They need to make Miro look strong. So I don't know. I'm going to put a low-risk bet on this. I'll say Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro. So just move on.
All right, Ransom. The anger's for swimming, apparently.
So, well, now I'm intrigued, though. Like, does Malachi Black want to go back to WWE? Or does he want to go to neither place? Does he just want released and go home?
No, I think he wants to be back in WWE. I feel like he absolutely was a guy that felt appreciated there by Triple H, And now that things have changed, he's a guy that I think would want to be there and say, oh, hey, let me go back to Papa H.
Oh my. Hey, is he the first one since the DX takeover that has asked for their release?
Again, I'm not saying he did that. I'm saying that.
Oh, but you're saying that's what you heard.
Right. That was a little bit of scuttlebutt. Then I didn't hear from a dirt sheet. Somebody mentioned it on one of the sites that I frequent, one of the Facebook sites, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. No article posted with it. No, credible source. This isn't like Meltzer. This isn't even SRS. This is just somebody saying, oh, yeah, well, I heard this. So it could be a load of crap. I don't know. I'm just saying that what I've heard is that. So take that for what you will.
I'm gonna do House of Black for 4 points. Have I used 4? I'm not keeping track.
You have not.
I'm gonna do that then. Let's do that because I don't fucking know.
Tom?
I could totally see Miro and company getting the win, and then Miro, kind of destroying Sting after the match with some post bell scuttle, or kerfufflery or whatever. I don't know, fucking words.
Scuttlebutt.
But I'm gonna one up Poot, and I'm gonna hedge the bet between him and Ransom. I'm gonna pick Miro and company for 3. And regardless of Malachi Black asking for a release or not, I feel like now's a good time. You could cool off the House of Black since they're out of the trios tournament. You could build them back up again at a later point. But since Miro is kind of back on the return, kind of need to build him up a little bit. So, yeah, no.
Alrighty. I feel you. I am picking House of Black. 4 points. And Poot's going to say, oh, look, Beef was just trying to, Kansas City shuffle.
I didn't have to say it. You fucking did. Let's move on.
It was nothing. It was nothing like that. I'm just trying to be on, point with the thing. But yeah, House of Black, 4 points.
I see Beef's point because if he would have held that,
of course you would.
No, I don't. I'm saying that me personally, I appreciate knowing this knowledge before making my pick, because if we would have all picked and then come around to Beef's pick, he would have gone, oh yeah, so I'm going to pick these guys because I heard Malachi Black gave his release. My immediate thought would be, oh, well, thanks for fucking letting the rest of us know. You're just trying to, give yourself the business. So, no, I think Beef disclosing that was the right thing to do.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Especially now, since he did put the caveat on there that he said, you didn't see an article, you didn't see any sort of corroborating evidence. It was just one guy going, hey, this is what I heard. So how much stock can you really, put into that?
Chicken stock. Jade Cargill defends against, depending on how it's cooked, Athena.
Oh.
Okay, Tom.
Yeah.
Okay. TPS Championship on the line. It's Poot's pick.
Who's the champ?
No, hang on a second, because wait, I picked.
No,
Jericho.
that would be Tom.
Oh no, Ransom.
Ransom. It's Ransom.
Ransom's pick.
Yes.
Who's the champion?
Jade Cargill.
Still.
How long has this person had the thing, Amadoodle?
A while, since its inception.
It's been a minute.
She is the first and only TBS champion.
Let's see.
I'm gonna have to go ahead and say Athena is formerly Ember Moon. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Come on. Come on. Jade Cargill might be great, might be good. I don't know what you classify her as, but Athena, come on, man. That was just one man's opinion. That was a very, very big whoopsie daisy on WWE's part for letting her go, because she is an amazing women's wrestler, and she could have been catapulted to the top of the women's division in just my opinion. So I'm going to go Athena for a 6. Do I have a 6?
Nope.
You don't have a 6. You don't have a 7 either.
5.
You got a 5.
Big money 5.
Tom?
Jade Cargill, 9 points.
Oh, you're the worst.
I am also going to go with Jade. 14 points.
Balls!
Poot?
No!
I'm gonna go Jade Cargill, and I'm gonna put 9 on it.
No!
I'm sorry, I like Athena a lot. I just don't think that she's the one to dethrone Jade Cargill.
Because another month of Ransom not as the champion. Fucking men.
Agreed. I want Athena to win in the worst way. If Athena wins, I'll be sad because I lost 14 points on this.
Oh,
but I just don't see it going that way, man. Like, I think whoever beats Jade Cargill is gonna be a big fucking deal, and not that Athena's not, but I think they have big time plans for like this is like a Roman-esque push. Whoever beats Jade Cargill, Chris Statlander, the new and improved Chris Statlander, which I think was the plan before she got hurt.
Hurt again?
Yeah.
God damn it all to hell.
Yeah, man. Very Sasha Banks luck like with this one. So, it is.
Do we know what the injury is or the extent of it?
Knee, I think.
Knee, I'm assuming.
Different, other knee.
Oh no!
Oh man!
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, man. So it's like, yeah, like you can
rebuild her stronger.
You can be awesome and incredible and great in the ring and everybody loves you, but man, if you can't stay healthy, it don't mean a damn thing. Jungle Boy takes on Christian Cage. Tom?
Man, as much even though I don't get to watch the weeklies, I've caught some of the fire that Christian Cage has been spitting, and I fucking loved it. I love Christian Cage as a heel.
Yeah, man.
It is amazing. But that said, I feel like Jungle Boy needs to get the win, and they need to wrap this program up so we can push Jungle Boy onto somebody else. So I'm going to go Jungle Boy with 4 points.
Yeah, man. Jungle Boy's got to win this one. This is one of his bigger pay-per-view matches, singles. He's had some big tag team matches, but I can't recall, if any, singles matches that he's had on pay-per-view.
Well, I mean, if you count a singles win in the
Battle Royal.
Yeah, the Battle Royal that whenever, that started the whole relationship with him and Christian Cage.
Did he win that or did Christian? I thought Christian did. I don't even remember now. Damn.
Yeah, I remember Jungle Boy won it.
That's fair. But no, this
he faced off against Omega.
Yes. Okay, you're right. But yeah, I mean, this is Jungle Boy's, like, I think, big coming out party here. So give it to Jack Perry. 3 points. Pootski.
You're only putting 3 points on Jungle Boy. Wow, look at you.
I am because that's
I'm sorry, you made me go full Irish. Hi to tie. All right, I'm gonna do Jungle Boy for 10 points. Jack Perry needs this win over Christian. It will validate him as a singles act, and it would be a really good rub for him. So I'm going Jungle Boy for 10.
The only reason I am this hesitant, I think Tom will echo me here. Heel Christian is something that I think that they didn't expect to like hit on like they've hit on, and now that it's hitting, like Tony Khan is very much a man of the people. Like he's got his finger on the pulse, and like he absolutely will change course midstream if he thinks it's for the better. Which is a plus and a minus. Like, yes, that means that, long-term booking could be fucked. But realistically, I think he recognizes that Christian Cage as a heel is pretty fucking good. That's why I'm a little bit more hesitant. Ransom,
Same.
what do you think?
I'm going to go with the son of a dead actor for 12 points.
Wow. I mean,
How
he's
many
not-
points did you say on that?
12.
I was rocked to my core.
I mean, he's not wrong. It's accurate, but Jesus.
Hashtag facts.
I was trying to think of the name of the guy that was in the Crow, and I was like, oh, he's gonna be in the match, but I couldn't think on my feet, so I apologize.
You're thinking of Brandon Lee.
That's the one.
But he's also dead. So
Right, that's what I'm saying.
What?
If
dead puppies.
now you've made it sad. All right, Wardlow and the FTR, formerly known as the Pinnacle, versus Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns.
Machines. Both of them.
I kind of wish that this were like 2 matches. I would have loved to see FTR take on the Motor City Machine Guns like 1-on-1.
Mhm.
Maybe that's in the future. We don't know. But I'm excited for this match nonetheless. Me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Me.
I'm picking the Pinnacle. 10 points, baby.
I'm the MSK.
I am Yamcha.
Pout.
Yeah, that's the guy.
That's who's next.
That's the guy who's here.
I just wanted to say your name like that.
Pout.
I
Poats.
I really
ridiculous name.
I like how you're just like not even like any other kind of goof. You're just like poot. Ha. All right. I am going to put. I'm gonna put a 5. I'm gonna put a 5 on Wardlow and FTR.
You said 5er.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a 5er on there. I like 5 on Wardlow and FTR. I think Wardlow's super hot right now. FTR are the kings of tag team in any country ever, and they just, I like the Motor City Machine Guns are great. I mean, hail Sabin, like I get it, and Jay Lethal's cool, but I don't know. I just see this going the way of like quote unquote homegrown talent, if you will.
Ransom.
FTR Wardlow, 10 points.
All right, Tom.
Clean sweep. Wardlow and FTR, 8 points.
Oakley dokley.
Flanders.
This is nice. I don't have to pick this first. Great. The ladder match. Oh, but Poot has to pick this first, so of course it's gonna be my fault. The ladder match. Claudio Castagnoli versus Wheeler Yuta versus Penta El Zero Miedo versus Ray Fenix versus Roosh versus Andrade El Idolo versus Dante Martin versus 2B determined.
All right,
Poot,
so
who are you picking?
You done?
Now.
Okay. With this, I know it's. Can we just take a second and look at the talent in this match and go how awesome this is going to be? By the way,
Yes.
Right?
I am going to.
What was that noise? I don't know why it popped me so much, but Ransom's random noise.
He just makes weird.
It was like you had a haunted burrito inside your anus that didn't fully digest.
Hey man, that's my gimmick. I make
Tom,
weird noises.
I really appreciate the analogies, but you know, you might want to brush up a little bit. I'll give you an A for effort. I'll give you an A for effort. But
You know
what? I'm going to put my 1 pointer on our favorite competitor,
Don't do it. My
Claudio
stick, don't do it.
Castagnoli.
All right.
I'm putting it on Claudio. I think it would be a really good victory for him.
Claudio.
Yeah, Claudio Castagnoli. I was gonna put it on TBD. I was gonna, but The last time I did that, all ego Ethan Page really let me down. So I'm gonna go ahead and put 1 point on Claudio Castagnoli.
Ransom. Yeah.
Yes, Ransom. Oh, I'm gonna also. Do I have a 1 point left here, Booth?
You put respect on my name. Yes, sir, you do.
Beef.
LaBouffe, Mr. Wellington. I'm gonna do 1 point on my favorite pick of all time, TBD, and I'm calling it right now. TBD is going to be the big winner, and that big winner is going to be Mr. Anderson.
That's way out of left field, but that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Anderson.
I would absolutely love to see that. Tom, who do you got?
My pants.
You know, Ransom, you kind of stole my thunder because that's actually where my gut was taking me. I'm just trying to think of who is somebody that they could be bringing in the AEW. Not him necessarily. I don't. So let me talk myself through this. I'm going to talk myself off the ledge of TBD, or I'm just going to talk myself into throwing myself completely into the abyss. It's still going to be my 1 point regardless, so you can mark that down, Beef. But I don't see Claudio getting it or Wheeler Yuta because they're both members of Blackpool Combat Club, so I don't see them going against Moxley because we know the future championship match isn't going to be like way down the line. It's going to be like sooner rather than later.
Bold of you to assume Moxley retains.
Of course.
All right.
Of course, I'm assuming that. Come on.
Oh, listen, I don't want to influence your decision here, Tom. But
yeah,
just think of it. How great would it be if CM Punk won that belt back and the TBD wins, and that TBD is Ryback, and we get another Ryback Punk feud? Come on, baby!
Listen. I don't want to influence you, Tom.
Stop smoking all the crack in Mordor. And calm down for a second.
Tom, I don't want to influence you. But here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. It's not like Moxley just won the title on Thursday night or on Wednesday night. He's had the title for 2 months.
Right.
So if you're thinking that this would be like a quick change of Punk wins, don't think of it like that. It would not. I'm gonna say this. It would not shock me if Punk wins. So if you're picking your TBD just assuming that Moxley is gonna be the de facto winner, I don't know. Just rethink it. But go on. You tell me what you want to do.
No, I think Moxley has to retain. There's no way they're going to flip flop that title right back. Like, yes, I know Moxley was the interim champion, which again, we all know my feelings on that. But I don't know. The only other one I could, you know what? I'm still going to pick 1 point, but I'm going to pick. No.
Do it.
Calm down.
Do it.
I'm going to pick Roosh.
No.
Oh, okay. I like that pick.
Because I don't know. It's a toss up for me either between Roosh or Andrade. And
Andrade's in this match. Ric Flair could be the TBD.
Go to hell and die in a tire fiery bitch.
I am going to complete the quadfecta of no balls and put 1 point in this match. I'm going to pick TBD, and I'm going to tell you exactly who TBD is going to be.
All right, go.
Oh.
MJF.
Damn it. That's a good pick.
And I'll go a step further. I think Punk wins the title that night, and MJF either has his match that night or the following Wednesday.
Wow. That's some
fantasy
booking there, cowboy.
Yeah.
Swerve in Our Glory. Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland defend their titles against the Acclaimed Anthony Bowens and Max Caster. The Acclaimed have arrived. Ransom, who do you have?
Swerve, Strict Glory, Strychnine for 2 points.
Whoa, Swerve in their glory. Tom?
Oh.
10 points on Swerve in our glory.
Oh.
Ransom, you can't do 2 points on that, by the way.
Shit. 3
Try again.
points.
That's doable.
Yes.
Tom, you said Swerve 10?
Yeah, for 10.
I am also going Swerve for 5. Poot?
Oh.
He went full Hank Hill on that one. Whoa.
Oh, I've heard that sound. That's the poot. I have to make it to a toilet sound.
No, it's no,
Oh.
not quite.
Oh,
But I might shit the bed on this pick.
It's September.
yeah.
He hasn't used his one yet. It's September. He hasn't used it yet.
you got to save that, man. It's only for emergencies.
That's true.
How long have Swerve and Our Glory been the champs?
Cup of coffee. Couple months. The Bucks retained at double or nothing, and then I think they won. They lost like a couple weeks later. So
Yeah.
I think in like July or so.
I only have big numbers left. Damn it.
Damn it.
You got some middle numbers left. You have a lot of middle numbers left.
I'm gonna go again. You gotta take risks. 6 points on the Acclaimed.
It's a good pick. I like that pick.
I'm going 6 on the Acclaimed, just because they're people love them, the fans love them.
Yeah,
and
man, they're super hot right now.
They're super hot and they need their due.
And this is absolutely political. I don't think Tony Khan will take that off of 2 ex-WWE guys at this point. If the rumors are true, and that like people are like starting to get a little bit, if things are getting too spicy for the pepper over there already, and like now Triple H is in charge, and all the ex-WWE heads are like, oh, damn, kind of like that meme, with the guy and the girls.
Yep.
The last thing Tony Khan wants to do is, I think, is piss off 2 ex-WWE guys, because I think that would be a blow to morale. Because honestly, that's damn near half the roster at this point. So I think he would be loath to do that. Although I absolutely think it's time for the Acclaim to win. I would love to see them win. I just don't think the conditions are right at this moment. Ricky Starks takes on Powerhouse Hobbs. Yeah, so that'll be a decent match. I'm telling you, like, this weekend, I can't look at a match and go, man, that's going to be a shitty match. I think that this is going to be a great fucking weekend of wrestling, boys. Boys.
Boys.
This would be Ransom picking first.
I had to.
Wait, no, didn't Poot pick the ladder match first?
Oh, you're right. So Tom, you're up.
Yeah, it's me. Keeping you honest.
Thanks, man. 14 matches.
I don't know.
14 matches is a lot.
I know. I don't know what's been going on. Can you catch me up to speed? Like, I know they've been feuding, but
so Starks lost the title to Hook clean. The next week he comes out on Dynamite, and before him and Hobbs come out, they talk about like Taz said that Team Taz is over, and then like in a promo, Hobbs turns on him, and Ricky Starks comes out and does Ricky Starks things, smooth like butter. Talks about how Hobbs was like his brother, and how he was the guy that was checking on Hobbs all the time and things like that. So made it very personal with this feud. They haven't really been physical too much.
Okay. So I'm not very confident on this one. So it's going to be my 2-pointer. But I'm going to pick Powerhouse Hobbs. I don't know. I just got a feeling on that. I don't really have any rhyme or reason. That's just my gut instinct. Powerhouse Hobbs, 2 points.
This is kind of like me being backed into a corner because there was so much uncertainty on this card. I like Ricky Starks. I love Ricky Starks. I think that he is the next big thing. He reminds me a lot of The Rock.
Agreed.
The way that he holds himself, the way his charisma is, the way he pops in the ring. It's a tough road to hoe picking him
Sure
against
hope.
Powerhouse Hobbs.
Agreed.
But at the end of the day, he's a face, so I gotta believe he's gonna get the victory here. I'm putting 8 points on it. I don't feel like this is an 8-point pick, but like I said, based on other decisions I made, I'm backed into a corner. So Ricky Starks, 8 points. Pootski, what do you?
Oh, wait, I was waiting for the cricket to make its picks. Boy, this is a tough pick.
Shut up.
The cricket, by the way, is by no means indicative of our fan base. We're not like trolling anybody here.
There
It's
is
an
a
actual
literal cricket.
There's a literal cricket.
I mean, if
I'm
you
legit,
haven't,
I'm
if you
legit on
haven't
my
heard it,
porch, and you can hear the cricket because I am in the nature.
I'm gonna go
woo.
for my 11. I'm gonna go for my 11 points.
Wow.
Dear God, it can't get louder.
You go 11 points on. I'm gonna go for Powerhouse Hobbs. Just because I like Ricky Starks has all the time in the world. He's young. He's just gonna get better with age. Like you said, we draw so many parallels between him and The Rock. But I think Powerhouse Hobbs needs a good, strong victory. And I think he'll. I think that they're gonna send him off that way and have him, go after guys like Wardlow, or whatever. So I'm gonna go 11 on Powerhouse Hobbs.
You went like full yinzer there. You're like Powerhouse Hobbs.
Powerhouse. Give me Powerhouse Hobbs over Ricky Starks.
Yeah.
Ransom, what do you think?
I want to order me some tempura shrimp.
Powerhouse.
Powerhouse. It's just getting better. Powerhouse. Welcome to Pittsburgh PiledriverPodcast. where we talk about Pat McAfee and Powerhouse Hobbs.
And we talk about wrestling and that.
Wrestling that.
Damn it. What's my lowest number?
We're pretty low right now, brother. Let's see.
Oh, what?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 8 would be your lowest.
No, then 8 it is.
I'm sorry. That has to be the name of this episode. Powerhouse.
Powerhouse.
Powerhouse picks.
Powerhouse picks.
Wow. Fucking guys. All right. 8 points. Pass.
Oh,
You know if he wins, that's gonna be the first thing I do. Just stand up and scream.
Pass. There's no denying now. This is definitely the Pittsburgh Piledriverpodcast.
Oh, fuck. Oh my stomach.
We're rounding into shape here.
You done wearing that rut into the ground? Are we gonna move on to the keynote matches?
Never.
Jeez.
Never.
Poot hates yinzers. Like he doesn't like fake yinzer accents.
He doesn't like fake yinzers. His grandfather was a yinzer.
Oh God, it hurts.
Are we gonna have this argument on
anyway?
tape?
I hate
There
all
you
this.
go.
Fake or real, you're all fucked.
Anyway, the finals of the AEW World Trios Championship is the Elite Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus TBD. Now, I'll set the stage for you. It's gonna be the Dark Order.
It's got to be Kane.
There's
Ooh, King TBD ladder match.
The Dark Order
Man,
is
Jacobs.
comprised. So the TBD is being determined tomorrow night. It's the Dark Order, which is Alex Reynolds, John Silver, and Hangman Adam Page versus Best Friends, Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, Trent Barreto. There is no way, shape, or form that the Dark Order doesn't make it into this match, and we see Hangman versus Kenny again. There's no way in hell that doesn't happen. So, and I could be wrong. Absolutely, I could be wrong. But, like, it would be silly. Also, I guess if the Best Friends don't make it in, Orange Cassidy... Orange Cassidy could be the
Best Friends.
The Best Friends. Orange Cassidy could be the TBD. I guess I didn't think about that. Or if the Dark Order to make it in, Hangman Page could be the TBD. We'll see. Anyway, regardless. It doesn't fucking matter. This writing has been on the wall since we heard the words AEW Trios titles. Like ever since they were a glint in Tony Khan's eyes, it was said they were being held off until Kenny Omega could come back and the Elite could be the first inaugural champions. The Elite are winning this. Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, these titles are for them. And then I think, the other trios will get it down the line, but they will be the inaugural champions. Give me the Elite, 9 points. Poot?
If there should be no doubt in anyone's mind that it's the Elite. Like Beef said it. These titles exist for them. 13 points on the Elite.
Shit, damn.
Ransom?
So I have a question about this, and basically it's I don't know. Feel free to not answer if you think that you're going to influence picks or you don't want to influence picks due to your desire to win. I don't know, but this is a legit question. I see what you're saying about it, like being handcrafted for them, but is that not at all seen as kind of like low-hanging fruit almost? Like, oh, here's the Trios title. Oh, here's the Elite. Tony Khan's boys. Starters of AEW. Woo. Is that not a thing? Like, I guess that's where my pessimistic maybe.
It's not like we're saying this like that's our opinion or like, oh, no, like the reports were that these titles were ready to go months ago, but they were held off on being debuted until Kenny Omega was ready to come back. So that Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks could win them.
Wow.
Well, or at least compete for them. I don't know that any article I read said that they were definitely going to be the inaugural, but that they would have a hand in it.
Right. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. The Young Bucks are definitely one of the best tag teams out there. Kenny Omega is, by far, one of, it has to be like top 3 best wrestlers out there. But I don't know. Like, I guess like, pessimism isn't the right word. I can't think of the right word. I don't word well. I'm not a wordsmith, but not condescending.
You just called Tom a luddite no more than an hour ago. I think you wordsmith just fine.
It's fine. But like, maybe devil's advocate. I don't know. But when I look at it, I go like, oh well, is that not too obvious to have them win that? Like, are enough people going to look at it and go, oh well, fucking go figure? Versus enough people going like, yes, they did it. Yes. I don't know. Like, I don't know where to resolve that conflict within me. Like, it almost seems like it's like, oh, well, that's too obvious to have them win that because they're Tony's boys. They're the founders. They're the elites. Like, they're being handed the titles. I don't know. I don't know. Not that they don't deserve them. I mean, they're fucking great, but anybody? No? Bueller? Like, anybody want to?
That's just my 2 cents. Like I said, That was all the reports I read, is that like they were ready to go. That's why they've been setting up these 3-man matches and having these 6-man tag team matches for the last 2 years, is so that they could introduce a trios title. They were just waiting for Omega to get back.
Yeah. Boy, I'll go with the Elite because I mean, why not? Do I have an 11-pointer?
You may. You do have an 11-pointer.
Yeah, toss that bastard in there.
Tom?
The Elite. The Elite. 13 points.
Damn, son.
Yeah, man. No, again, not that I don't think that we're like. Also, Tom, you can't use 13. Use 13 for Hook.
No, I didn't. I used 12 on Hook.
Well, damn it. Well, I guess I'll fix that. All right. But yeah, I absolutely think that the Elite here are going to be the winners here. I could be wrong. Hangman Page is a big fan favorite, so people like to see him succeed. I guess. I don't know. The shine.
I guess.
The shine is definitely off that horse for me. No pun intended. I just like Hangman Adam Page is a good hand to have. I just don't think he's the guy that's gonna draw a lot for you. So that's just my 2 cents. So like they absolutely could do that, but I don't think that they will. Main event: Jon Moxley defends the AEW Championship against CM Punk in CM Punk's hometown of Chicago, Illinois. Poot, you pick first. This is your 7-pointer.
Every single big keynote match, I've been the first one to pick. Neat. The
I knew it. I knew it.
Nate.
It's all Beef's fault, even though Tom picked who went first this time. It's
No,
all
I was
Beef's
just making
fault.
a statement. I wasn't saying it was absolutely your fault, you sumbitch.
We all know it is.
All right.
I'm sitting here like spinning the matches around to make sure that Poot is always the one picking the keynote matches.
I wouldn't put it past you.
I was in the middle of a fantasy football draft. I ain't got time to be petty.
You always have time to be petty.
I always have time to be petty.
That's your middle name, Jeffrey Petty Martin.
Kayfabe.
Yeah, sorry, I spoiled it. I ruined your middle name.
Kayfabe.
I mean, it's my 7-pointer. I really have a hard time believing Punk's gonna win. That crowd will fucking riot. But
oh yeah,
that crowd will fucking riot. But I don't see a positive in hot potatoing that belt. I don't.
It's not a hot potato. Moxley's had the title for 3 months now.
It hasn't been 3 months.
He's been interim champ for
which is
long.
Basically being the champion. He's the champion while they're gone. Like, that's what interim means. That means you are the champion.
Well, then why? Never mind.
CM Punk
This is why I hate the fucking interim whole thing. Like, this is why. Whatever. Sorry. I don't want to go on this tangent again. I'm not going down this rabbit hole.
If everything is true about Punk being unhappy and, a lot of static,
I think he's incapable of being happy.
Also not wrong.
He's the new fucking Bret Hart.
60 days.
Well, he does love Bret Hart.
June 26th is when Moxley was officially crowned the interim champion, and that is part of the official title lineage.
Can I ask a question here, Pood, before you pick, or do you want me to wait until it's my turn? I don't want to. I want to get your blessing before I throw this out there.
No, go ahead.
So we talked for a long time about like the big deal it was going to be for like the first 2-time champion, because there hadn't been one since the inception of that title. Well, now that's Jon Moxley.
Mm-hmm.
Whether interim or whatnot, he's officially the champ again because he beat Punk. So he's the first 2-time champ. if Punk wins, now suddenly he's the second 2-time champ. So within a matter of what, weeks, we're going to have 2-time champions if Punk wins this? I don't know. Like, it just...
Ransom, you read my mind.
That just, it seems weird. I don't know, and not necessarily bad, but it just seems weird because, like, for so long, it was such a big deal. You know, the holders of the belt held it for such a long time, or what at least I perceived to be a long time. And, like, you know, we talked so much. Again, it's the four of us. It might not be that big a deal in the stratosphere of wrestling. We talked, you know, like, oh, the first 2-time champ, who's it going to be? And now the cat's out of the bag. We know who it is. Are they going to throw this belt again at Punk and have him be a 2-time champ, like, back-to-back with Moxley?
See, I don't...
Is it not important anymore, you know, if people are 2-time champs? Because, well, it happened. So now it's not important anymore.
I don't know, man. I don't mean to interrupt you, Ransom, but, like...
No, go ahead. It's your pick.
I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm just gonna I know it's Chicago. I know, but we kind of did this once with Punk. I think it would cause more of an uproar if I'm going to go with Jon Moxley for 7 because I like the idea of he came out, he squashed Punk effectively, what we can call a squash. I think Punk takes him to a time limit draw to prove his point because that was a big sticking point of Moxley's promo, was that he's the marathon man and that, you know, Punk can't do it anymore. And, you know, have Punk take him to a time limit draw. Moxley still has the belt. So I think it ends in a draw, and it proved the point that Punk can still go, keeps the shine on Punk, belt stays on Moxley, everybody's happy. So I'm saying Jon Moxley walks out of there with the championship. So 7 points on Mox.
But wait, all right, so you're saying it goes to a draw, so you're picking a draw as your...
I'm saying Moxley walks out with the belt.
Right,
but you have to pick a winner.
All right, Jon Moxley for 7.
Okay.
So Moxley wins outright. Yeah, I mean, you can pick draw if you want.
No, I'm just going to go Moxley for 7.
All right. Ransom?
This is what, my 14?
13.
13. Man, this one's tough because I think either way, you're going to get a massive reaction. It's just, what reaction does Tony Khan want? Does he want deafening cheers, or does he want deafening rage? Because it's going to be one or the other. With this being Chicago, which is, I mean, fucking Chicago as it is, and it's Punk. So, I mean, one way or another, it's not going to be a lackluster reaction. It's going to be massive one way or the other. I like Beef's thinking that MJF is going to come out and win the ladder match. And then I think it would be a massive impact if Punk wins and MJF immediately comes out at All Out, challenges him and beats him for the title here, just because, I mean, like we'd said before, like it almost seemed like they were setting up Punk versus MJF to pass the title to MJF through Punk. And I think it would have more impact if it happened at their biggest event like All Out. I think it would have less of an impact if it happened at a Dynamite. Like, why would you have MJF, who you want to be your future, why would you want him to win the belt for the very first time off of, let's say, Punk on a Dynamite? I would figure you would want that. To be fair,
Kenny Omega won the title on a Dynamite.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Damn.
I I promise
You
I'm
know?
not here to punch holes in theories. I'm just trying
No,
to.
I mean, I don't think you are, because I don't really have a theory. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Like I'm running blind. I got nothing. I don't know. Like a big part of me wants to choose John Moxley because, probably much to the disagreeance of Beef, I don't see Punk as like the future of that company. Like, yeah, Punk's a big draw, but he's old. He's an old man, and he just came off an injury. I think he's had his fair share of injuries. I mean, Lord knows that, podcast that he had with Colt Cabana was just most of it was just him bitching about his injuries and how much he hated WWE. And allegedly he's unhappy now in AEW. So go fucking figure. The man couldn't be happy, if he freaking bottled happiness and drank it daily.
He said that that's not the case, that he loves AEW. FTR says that he absolutely loves AEW. I think that
was just bullshit spin.
Yep. I like I said, man, I absolutely believe this whole fucking thing's gonna work from the get-go. AEW likes to work the smarks, man.
Well, that's a good point. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Punk. I'm going to go with Punk because I still think that they want the plan to be MJF as the next big long-term reigning champion. And let's face it, MJF is young. He's a big fucking deal. You want to keep him happy because when his contract does come up, sure, that's in a couple of years, but still, you want to keep him happy in the interim so that he re-signs with your company because, again, the dude is young. His best days are ahead of him. And I think it's more impactful if MJF takes the title from Punk as opposed to John Moxley. And the part of me that can't rationalize this is that why on earth did they have Moxley squash Punk like that when he did, just to have a rematch here and have Punk win back the title, other than they want Punk to win the title on their big show in Punk's hometown and have that big ass massive reaction. So that's where I'm landing. I'm landing on Punk.
Tom?
Well, I know this is my 14-pointer, and I'm sticking to my guns. I think Moxley retains.
Ooh.
Moxley gets the win. I think it's going to be a good match. I don't think it's going to go to a time limit draw, although if it does, God help me, that's a big blow. But I don't feel like for a main event at one of your your arguably your biggest pay-per-views of your whole calendar year or whatever.
All Out is their WrestleMania, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't feel I don't feel like ending on a time limit draw at All Out is something that you see. I feel like you got to have that definitive thing. But I don't feel like there's a reason to put the title back on Punk. I don't feel like you're like you were saying about the having two-time champions within a couple weeks span. I feel like it's more of a big deal. You got to let it breathe a little bit. And arguably MJF could have a good feud with Punk or Moxley. In fact, MJF could come out and cost Punk the match, and that leads to Moxley retaining. Then you could, you bring MJF back, you have him basically have his rubber match with Punk, have him go over, build him up strong, and set him up for a future title match against Moxley. Regardless if MJF's the TBD in that ladder match or not, it could still work out. So Moxley, 14 points.
All right, I've been biting my tongue and letting you guys all talk. So strap in.
Oh, yes.
So I think that you guys are all looking at this the absolute wrong way. And yes, I am a punk mark, but I also think that Jon Moxley is very fucking good. So it's not like I'm trying to like say that Moxley is not as good as Punk. That's not it at all. And Ransom, you're 100% correct. Punk is not the future of the company. The future of the company is MJF. And at the end of the day, they have planted these seeds for MJF versus Punk for years. Years. This has been an incredible feud. And I'm sad that Punk got injured during the summer of Punk. But now we get to see the fall of Punk. Double entendre. You're welcome, America. I think that Punk will beat Moxley here. I think it was a bad booking decision to have Punk get squashed by Moxley. I think that they were just trying to give this match some heat that it didn't need, man. After their promo, whenever Punk came back, I was like, man, I'm fucking ready to go to war. Like, let's do this shit right now. And then they did that shit right now, and I was like, oh, well, now it just feels like someone flattened my tire. And now I have to pray that I'm gonna get the sheets in 2 miles, or else I'm gonna bend the rims of my fucking car. So that was a bad booking decision. I don't think there's any way of like splicing that. What they should have done is they should have had Punk, feign injury, whatever, put this match off until the pay-per-view. Bottom line is they have plans in place for Moxley or for Punk and MJF. They want MJF to beat Punk for the title. That's absolutely clear. And honestly, here's how I see it. I think that Moxley can take a pin from Punk and be just fine. I think that Punk can lose to MJF and make MJF a bigger star than he already is. I don't think that Moxley can take a loss to MJF. I think that would be weird and off-putting. I don't think that MJF should lose to Moxley. I think that would be weird and off-putting. So the middleman here is CM Punk. Why they chose last week to give this match away and have Punk get squashed? Yeah, to build up some sort of like disingenuous fire? I don't know. These two could have carried it on their mouths the entire fucking 4 weeks. Bottom line is, I think that Punk is going to win. It's 2 points because again, anything absolutely could happen here. I think it's going to be like a half an hour long match, maybe longer. And I think it's going to be tremendous. Because it's Moxley and Punk, what more can we expect? I don't think that there's any truth at all that Punk's unhappy at all. I think he's thrilled to be doing what he's doing, and I like I said, I just think that this is something that was in place for probably 6 months, MJF and Punk, and that they just had to kind of put it on the stove, put it on the back burner until they could get to it. So now here we are. I think MJF's going to get that title within a couple of months from Punk. And yes, that is going to be a lot of like bang bang title changes. I understand that. I don't think that that's what they were going for, but again, it is what it is. You deal with the hand that you're dealt. So Punk wins 2 points. That's my end of talking now. You guys talk.
I'm busy doing actual work. I can't.
That's fair enough. But that's all out. And yeah. Big fucking weekend, long weekend for everybody. Everybody, a lot of people are working on Monday, so you get to enjoy 3 pretty awesome cards of wrestling. Shit's going the right way, man. Like the fact that we have to have discussions about people wanting to be back in WWE now is great. The fact that we have people coming back is great.
Yeah, like Braun Strowman.
I mean, he's not a top guy, but he's a good hand to have. He was pretty funny in the Elias feud. He's had his moments. So
Yeah.
having Having a guy like that around is not a bad thing. As long as you're not giving him the title, I think we'll be okay. But Bobby Fish, rumor has it that his contract is quietly expired and he's gone. He's out of AEW. That AEW didn't want to renew his contract because he's always hurt. It's a fair point.
And also, he's always hurt and he's old.
He is. And I love Bobby Fish, but Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole are the real stars of the Undisputed Era. So
that is true.
But bottom line is, it's a good fucking time to be a wrestling fan.
Yup.
We've talked for a little bit over 2 hours. You know what that means?
Oh, it's time for a burrito, and not just like
Pout!
What?
There it is.
What? There was.
Yeah,
Good
there it is.
Lord,
Pout!
scared me to death.
Pout!
Do we have a group one? 1, 2, 3.
Pout! Pout! Damn it.
Tom,
You guys are
beef.
Tom.
Yes, Ransom.
All right. Thank you all very much
There
for
it
listening to the P3 podcast. Make sure you check out
Charles!
our sponsors down in the
Charles!
description.
PAHERHAAAAAS.
All right. Listen to the episode. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bungo.